So I'm doing up some dishes here, and I'm going to get ready to do another video. And I think that my keto recipes are pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I mean, they're simple, they're easy, they're tasty. Kind of shows you a variety of what you can get with keto. So it shows you a variety of what you can get with keto. I'm testing out a new mic, so I don't even know if this is really going to work that good. But you know, this next recipe, I'm just trying something a little bit different. I'm going to use a fried green tomato as a base for my the creation that I'm making. It's going to be with Hollandaise sauce, and that's something that I found that really was kind of my secret to my success, that really just kind of took off. And this was last year. I've always liked Hollandaise sauce, but I never ate it because it was butter and egg yolk, and it was supposed to be really bad for you, so I stopped eating it. So when I came across keto, I'm like, well, you know, egg yolk and butter, that's right up keto's alley. That was Hollandaise sauce. So I started, you know, having breakfast, eggs Benedict type meals with eggs with Hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce is a mother sauce. It's a French mother sauce, so you can do a lot with it. It's just not for eggs Benedict. So I had really good luck, and kind of, you know, lost my 50 pounds, and I was kind of like satisfied with that, really. And I just kind of like slowed down, cheated a lot more. You know, some might say cheated a lot, you know, and just ate more carbs. Especially the last, I don't know, probably 3-4 months over the holidays and stuff. Tell you the truth, I would highly recommend that. If you're starting, you know, early 2019, by Christmas, just go off the diet for a while. Just, you know, start at Thanksgiving and start back up in January. I think it's effective. So I'm going to get ready to make the Hollandaise, and first thing I'm going to do is clean up my dishes here and clean up a little bit. But the first thing I'll do is take my egg yolks and put it in my food processor, and then I'll show you how to make an easy Hollandaise sauce. But I'm really kind of motivated again to lose another 30 pounds, and you tell you something, I think it's going to be easy. I really do. I think this ketogenic diet, I think because my body kind of reset, it's ready to go on keto again, and I think it's going to come off pretty good and pretty fast. So I'm feeling confident about that, and I'm going to have more recipes with Hollandaise sauce, and I really can show you, and with my example, I don't know if show you is the right word. I really can give you some advice on what I've learned, because I am not a food professional. I'm a truck driver with some culinary experience back in the day. You know, I'm just doing this on my part time. I'm never going to charge for, you know, for lessons or anything like that. But I really can help with how to start a ketogenic diet. And let's, you know, get this word out, because I think I can help a lot of people. All right, so I'm going to get started on my recipe. And first part of it, or one part of it, I don't know how it's going to work, and we'll see. So this is the part I'm not sure about. I'm going to do a fried green tomato, and I'm going to do it in this air fryer. So I got some green tomatoes here sliced up. I'm going to sprinkle them with some Old Bay seasoning. This is celery salt, paprika. It's usually used for like a fish dish. I think it'll be good on here. So sprinkling it pretty heavy, some Old Bay. A lot of it's going to wash off in the egg wash here. And then I'm going to dip it in some Parmesan cheese. Of course, this is the cheaper Parmesan cheese. I'm not going to use expensive Parmesan cheese. Trying to not get my fingerprints all over it. It doesn't have to be real heavy. And we're going to put it in the fryer, and I'm just going to do this. This is what I don't know, is just how well will this work. If it works good, I'll be like, woo! We shall see. I'm only going to be using 2 for my recipe, but 2 is just to, you know, try, see how it is. And I can tell from that the seasoning is still staying on there pretty good. Alright, so, more light. So, I put my pieces in there. I have not started to cook them yet. I'm going to spray them with some Pam olive oil spray. I know this probably isn't the best stuff in the world, but it works. And as far as how long to cook them, in this one I got it at like 350. I'm probably going to go, 8 minutes. Let's go with 8 minutes to start and see how that works. You know, I could saute them in a pan, but let's give this a try. Okay. So I just checked these at 8 minutes. I put them in for another 2 more minutes. In the meantime, I kind of got things set up here a little bit. I diced up some onions and some bacon, and I'm gonna make a spinach with bacon and onions. So it's going to be the fried green tomatoes with a spinach, onion, bacon mix, and then an egg on top of that, and then Hollandaise on top of that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I know that this thing's running, making some noise. That's the air fryer that you're hearing. So I'm using some coconut oil. Like I said, I did take a look at these, and they're looking pretty good. You can see that. I think we're going to go with that. I think that's done enough. I'll taste one here in a second. So I have some coconut oil heating up here a little bit. Oh, I do have some bacon grease. I'm going to add the bacon grease later. And I'm going to add this bacon here in a little bit. Let's take out one of these fried green tomatoes. Now I did notice, like on the back side, it didn't really cook very good, but that's fine. I mean, and I cut them a little thick. Yeah, the Parmesan cheese kind of is sticking to the bottom, but that's all right. They look okay there. Let's give it a taste test. I bet it's going to probably need salt. I want to taste the thinnest one. Which one is the thinnest? Shoot, I don't know. I guess this one is. So it cuts okay, and these were definitely very green. Let's cut on a smaller piece. See how it tastes. Well, pretty good. I didn't add any pepper to it, but the Old Bay has a little spice to it. These are very green. I think it's pretty enjoyable. They could cook a little bit longer if I wanted to, but I think I'm fine with them how they are. If you don't have one of these air fryers, I'd get one. They are great, especially if you have kids. So I have bacon and onions cooking. I cooked the onions, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And now I'm using some baby spinach. Tender, already been washed. And you know, like spinach cooks down quite a bit, so it's going to get a good handful. That'll cook down quite a bit. Now that that's doing that, I don't have a very big kitchen, so I'm going to move my air fryer. 2 egg yolks in there. They've been in there a little bit. Now I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice. I have multiple times got a little carried away with too much lemon juice in there. I'm going to put a little lemon juice on top of my fried green tomatoes. Turn this down a little bit. I have a little bit of bacon grease I'm going to add to it, even though there's some bacon in there. We want fat, so there's bacon grease and coconut oil in there. And now I'm turning it off. It's gonna sit there for a little while. So that's real easy. I think most people know how to do that. We're just gonna let that sit. It's gonna keep on cooking. I'm melting my butter. I have 2 egg yolks with some a squirt of lemon in there. Let's see. I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of salt, just a sprinkle. Yeah, I'm gonna do a sprinkle of black pepper. You know what? I kind of just changed my mind here. What I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do chipotle. If I can find it. I think I'm gonna do a chipotle Tabasco. Oops, it's hot. Now I have burnt my butter before. Let's put a few squirts of chipotle hot sauce in there. Hope you can see that. Alright, so this is how you make it. This is how you do it. Now, as I said, this food processor is relatively inexpensive. I got 2, they say jumbo, but really they're probably large egg yolks. Get the best eggs you can. You know, closest, you know, free range, local by the farmer that you can get. All right, so I want it boiling hot. I don't want it burnt, of course. I've done that before. And the key to this is you just put it in real slow. Like real slow. Can you see how slow I'm doing that? I hope so. That's the biggest key, is you don't want to put it in too fast. You separate it out. After you go a little bit, you can probably pour it in a little bit faster. Whoa, maybe not that fast. So this is 3/4 stick of a butter. So you basically take off a tablespoon off of a stick of butter. And this is Kerrygold. Walmart I found around here is a great place to get it. I don't know if you could hear anything I said. We're going to give this a taste. So see, that wasn't really that hard. Has lemon, chipotle Tabasco, and that's it. I like it. It's good where it's at. Things like that happen every once in a while. All right. So next step is I'm going to have a couple eggs. I'm going to put 2 of these down. I'm just going to leave that there for a second. At least I'm going to get my eggs on. Now, a lot of times dishes like this call for a poached egg, but I'm just not poaching an egg. I hope they look pretty. These eggs here come from a local farm. They're not like really small local farmer. I mean, they're a big operation, I believe. But I think they're pretty good quality, especially for the price. Wash up the hands because you got to be careful with egg yolks or eggs. So then I'm taking my spinach topping and put it on top of. Now remember, this is spinach and onions. Did I add any salt to it? I don't know. I'm going to add some pepper and a little bit of salt to my egg. And then, of course, there's egg in the bacon. I mean, salt, egg in the bacon. There's salt in the bacon. We're done with that too. See, that's how I make a mess all the time, but oh well. So I have 2 eggs. So my camera wasn't set up right very good. That's all right. So I have my Hollandaise sauce. Fried green tomatoes, spinach, onions, bacons. 2 eggs cooked in butter. The spinach is cooked in butter and coconut oil. And then I'm going to put on the sauce. And there you go. Let's taste the sauce again. Lemony, buttery goodness. You don't want it, a couple things. You don't want your Hollandaise sauce to taste like egg yolk. I've seen recipes where they use 4 eggs and a quarter tablespoon of a tablespoon of butter. Well, that's just, you know, an egg mixture with a little bit of butter in it. And I don't use almond flour or coconut flour to dredge anything in, to fry anything. It just doesn't work. It's too dry. It just don't work. So here we go. Let's give this a try. All right. So this is another winner. Winner. So I took a bite. I got some bacon, some of the fried green tomato, some of the spinach, a little bit of the egg, a little bit of the sauce. Yeah, this one would impress. The onions are important, definitely. And who said keto had to be dull? Or eggs and bacon all the time. This is eggs and bacon. Yeah, this is another winner. I think the cook on the fried green tomato is really just kind of just right. I think you want it firm. You wouldn't want it mushy. And I did cut the tomato fairly thick. Let's say a little bit thicker than you would to have on like a hamburger or a sandwich or a BLT or something. Yeah, that is definitely a winner. You're gonna like that one.